Executions in South Carolina are getting closer to resuming after a committee in the Senate approved the electric chair and a firing squad as methods to execute.
Fox 46's chief political correspondent Emma Withrow is live in the newsroom to explain more about Senate Bill 200.
Well, this whole bill came about because pharmaceutical companies aren't selling lethal injection drugs. Now, lawmakers are scrambling to come up with alternatives to get these executions back on schedule.
And they just started shooting Grant as he lay on the ground at the trial. He said, "Mama." I thought, oh my God, oh my God. And they shot the back of his head off and reloaded.
Myra McCant's son, Brent McCants, was a York County Sheriff's deputy. McCants stopped a car because it had a light out. Little did he know it had been carjacked in Charlotte. He also didn't know the two men in the car had a gun. He was shot 7 times and left to die in the street. One of the men, Maurice Hughes, is on death row.
Brent was murdered September 25th, 1992. This is what, April 2021?
And they're still around.
And they're still around.
It normally takes years to actually execute prisoners, but with no more access to lethal injections, executions could completely stop. That's where Senate Bill 200 comes in. If passed, it would allow prison officials to use death by electric chair or firing squad if there's no access to the lethal drug.
They all know they can get away with murder. That's what happened to my son, and he was a policeman. He was 23.
Critics say these methods are inhumane. Solicitor Barry Barnett prosecuted 2 men who are currently on death row, Richard Moore and Ricky Lee Blackwell. Blackwell was convicted of murdering an 8-year-old little girl.
Took a pistol, shot her 4 times. And what's so sad about that was she was trying to wiggle out of there. You could see where he missed. He tried to shoot her in the head originally, and she kept wiggling, and he shot her actually through the leg. I think it was through the shoulder. And eventually he got her in a headlock and shot her temple to temple. She was shot 4 times.
Robert Dunham, the executive director of the Death Penalty Information Center, says South Carolina's approach with this bill is much more radical than the rest of many states.
2/3 of the states in the United States now have either abolished the death penalty or not carried out an execution for more than a decade. By expediting executions or attempting to restart them, what South Carolina is doing runs counter to the national trend. And one has to think hard about what priorities should be.
But Myra doesn't care what the method of execution is. She just wants action after all these years.
It's just sad. I want justice for my son.
And this bill passed through the House Judiciary Committee yesterday and now is heading to the floor for debate. And Governor Henry McMaster has previously said that if this bill makes it to his desk, he will sign it into law.
Yeah, Emma, are there any inmates that are up for execution anytime soon?
Yes, there are 2 actually inmates who are up for execution, and Richard Moore is one of them. The solicitor who prosecuted Moore told me he shot and murdered a gas station clerk while trying to rob him in 1999. So if this bill passes, he could be one of the first inmates to face these types of brutal executions. Brian?